So we're back at digging out the house today. Last time we made an incredible amount of progress. We got through maybe 2/3 of the kitchen, digging through that solid stone. So we just have another maybe 10 inches to go. And then we do have 2 more rooms to finish up a little bit. We did almost everything by hand, but there's a couple of stones that we simply could not get through by hand, which means we have to, again, squeeze that excavator through the tiny little doorways. And this one back here, I'm especially nervous about. This is to the office here. There's just 1 centimeter of clearance. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that excavator fits through this doorway, especially because it is dramatically shorter. So I'm not entirely sure if it's possible. So we're doing our best to sort the stones from the dirt with the excavator, but of course, it's too easy for good stones to get mixed in. So while Andrea is using the jackhammer, there's not a lot for me to do. So I'm trying to take the time to find anything that's remotely usable for building in the future, small retaining walls, garden beds, whatever, and separate them from the dirt pile and move them over to the rock pile. There's no point in going crazy because we have more than enough stones, but we do have a lot of future building projects, and there's no point throwing stones away when you have perfectly good stones. All of this dirt and everything piled up in this area, hopefully in the next week, will be removed. We're going to start to flatten this terrace to give us more room to stage supplies and equipment and continue building. It's nice the way the stone breaks off naturally is in these flat forms. These small pieces are not the best to build with, but they are still quite usable. So just like last week, the environment here right now is too crazy, too hectic for the kids to be here. I've been texting them pictures and videos. Heather's excited to come see. By the end of this video, we should be able to bring them back and show them the progress. I think the kids are especially gonna be excited about the amount of stones we have pulled out and what we can possibly do with them. right, so we've completely finished the kitchen area. We've dug down 65 centimeters. We are now moving on to the entryway where we have the beautiful stone staircase. I'm not actually gonna have him drive all the way in because frankly, he can't quite fit because of the turn there and because we've mostly dug everything out by hand, and I would prefer to dig things out by hand, but for now he will just reach his arm in and jackhammer out a very strong piece of stone that we're simply not able to do by hand. So right now he's working in a particularly precarious spot because this stone right here is dramatically stronger than the rest of the stone. And this doorway and archway and even the stairs is immediately resting on this strong, solid stone foundation here. So as he breaks through it, it's sending up massive vibrations through the wall here. And it's my job to make sure that we are not pushing things too far. I'm actually most worried about the stairs right here. For some reason, the amount of vibration coming through these stairs is a lot. And it's probably because it's now directly resting on this stone foundation here with the concrete here. So it's transferring a lot of vibrations, more than I'm realistically comfortable with. So as you've seen in today's video, my Italian is coming along painfully and embarrassingly slow. I'm doing my best. I have actually learned other languages in the past, several of which you might have seen me speaking on this channel if we have been traveling. But lately, the learning process has become more and more difficult, especially now with Italian. So I'm trying out a couple different approach to language learning, and right now I'm using Rosetta Stone to learn Italian, who is today's video partner. What makes Rosetta Stone unique is that it does not rely on memorizing long lists of translated vocabulary. Instead, it unleashes your natural learning language abilities by teaching a new language in an immersive and intuitive way. Simply put, rather than memorizing a boring long list of vocabulary, Rosetta Stone taps into your brain's natural ability to learn a new language the same way you learned your first language. Lessons are immersive and teach you by matching audio from native speakers to visuals, reading stories, and participating in dialogue. The voice recognition tool listens to your audio and then matches your audio to native speakers and then gives you feedback on how you're pronouncing words so that you can really hone in on your pronunciation. You're going to learn practical phrases from your very first lesson so that you can use your language skills to make meaningful connections with real people. Lessons are as short as 10 minutes and the Rosetta Stone app allows you to take your learning wherever you go. So if you're ready to start your language learning journey, then I do highly recommend Rosetta Stone, and right now they've given us an exclusive offer linked in the description below where you can get a lifetime subscription for only $149.50. This gives you access to all of their languages for life, and the best part of it all is you will never have to worry about a renewal fee. So check out the link in the description below, and thank you to Rosetta Stone for partnering with us on today's video. All right, so I've actually gone and called him off of that entryway. It just was not safe. There was simply too much vibrations going up through the stone staircase, and we did not dig deep enough, to be honest. So we'll have to figure something out or dig by hand, but I just don't care. It's simply not worth shattering those ancient stones. So now he has just one last room to go, which is the office, and I'm honestly not sure if he's going to fit. This door is a little bit shorter than the other door. It's the same width, but it's gonna be a lot more difficult to get it through. Well, he was not able to fit in. He got over the edge and the door kind of flares in and he couldn't quite get over the threshold. He got halfway through. So now he's just gonna reach the arm in and jackhammer and excavate where he can, and we'll finish the rest by hand. Unfortunately, looking from the side and the bottom of the stone threshold, we've got a hairline crack going through there right now, so we need to be extra careful because of the weight of the excavator sitting on that threshold. At least it's not visible from the top, but we do need to be careful. Well, we are bound to break something. We should have protected this doorway. It's shorter than the rest and it's older. We actually had someone come out recently who told us that this is the oldest doorway in the entire house. He's not sure, maybe 600-700 years old. And it's now destroyed. This beautiful threshold was just destroyed by the excavator. When he first drove over it, there wasn't enough dirt and stones under it, so it sent a shattering crack through it. But it wasn't that bad. Like, it was something that we could work with. So then we were being careful with it, taking our time. Well, then at the very end of the day, I think he got a little greedy and he was scooping up the dirt from outside, and the edge of the bucket caught the stone and just popped it and shattered it. It's not like you can get a stone that replaces it accurately enough. And to be honest, what you can find, they cost more for a single stone than the entire amount that I paid him for all of the digging. So it hurts, I'm not gonna lie. I expected damage. There's no way to go through this process without having some amount of damage, but most of that damage I expected to be below the surface. I expected it to be damage to the walls that we would have to repair underpinning in the same way that we've been doing the underpinning that's not visible in the future. But yeah, it's sad to see a 600-700-year-old stone threshold like that destroyed, but you're gonna have some casualties, I guess. The rest of the damage in the house, I really wouldn't even classify it as damage. It's just what you expect to happen when you do this. We have this stone here that needs to be replaced and put back. We've got a few stones here and elsewhere. This section here, again, the floor was right about there before, and now we've dug down that far. This section likely needs to be underpinned like we've done before. And in the entryway over here, we have just one stone that I've kind of propped back in. This needs to be placed. It's kind of supporting up this column right here in the door. This one's a little precarious. This whole thing started to kind of come down, but it's sturdy enough for now, and we'll make sure we get that in as soon as possible. But all of that damage or repair work that needs to be done is actually a lot less than I expected. I thought we would have to do a lot more underpinning, so I'm very thankful for that, because the underpinning is quite tedious and slow and boring, and there seems to be a lot less of it than is necessary. We do have a little bit more to dig by hand because it's simply, like right back here, simply was way too dangerous to bring an excavator in. As well as this room in here, the fireplace room, we simply could not fit the excavator in this space. It was too small, but that's okay, as we have mostly finished this room. I think we're just a little bit off in total depth, and then we just have a few edge pieces to finish up, and I think a small section of underpinning here, and then 2 small sections of underpinning in the office, and then we're done. And then we can start bringing in the new foundation and moving on. We're done tearing things down. We can start rebuilding and working our way up.
Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Look at my new walking stick.
That's a pretty cool walking stick. Chloe, do you want to see all the rocks that we found?
Yeah.
We have a lot of new stones. Come see.
Yay!
Look at them all.
Wow. Then
Wow. That's a lot of stones. Yeah.
We kind of made a mess.
It's all right. That's cool. Man, that's a lot.
you want to see the big hole we dug in the kitchen?
Yeah. Dad, do you like my hairstyle?
I do. It's beautiful.
Whoa!
It's very slippery. We can't
Oh my
really pull it too
goodness.
What do you think?
Wow. Cool. That's crazy.
fast. I could climb this.
Yeah, Chloe, look. The old floor, just a couple days ago, was up to here.
Almost as tall as you. Wow.
Look at the ceiling. The ceiling's a lot taller now.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. Good job.
Was it a long walk to get here?
Yes. We took the long way.
You took the long. I don't
No,
think
we
you took
didn't.
the long way. Rose, you want to see something cool? Come over here and shine the flashlight in here. Right in here. It goes really deep and far back in there. Isn't that kind of cool? You have to shine the flashlight in it, not at your face.
Wow.
No, look. Let me show you. You don't.
So deep. No, I can see it.
Oh, okay.
No, I can't see it at all
Okay.
because the phone's in the way.
Isn't that cool?
Can I see?
You know, it's just like a natural crack in the earth. It's nothing that the
cool.
excavator did.
Here.
Yeah, right in there. It goes really deep.
Not the big one.
This one right here, back of stone. It goes really deep back in there.
That's cool.
Amazing.
We'll fill it with cement.
So what is this? What does that mean?
So that's one of possibly 2 holes that we have to drill underground through that rock. But we're gonna wait for later.
As like a vent or something, or what is
Yeah,
it
an
for?
air vent. Yeah,
Okay.
because we will have 2 openings there that go outside to bring air underneath the Vespio, but then it needs some place to go. It can't just.
Right, of course.
Yeah. So then we'll have a tube here and possibly a tube back there, which will go behind the house, leading to a pipe that goes up. And then just because hot air rises, it'll naturally circulate underneath the Vespio.
How high
Cool.
is this new floor gonna be?
When we are finished, it's going to go back to where it was.
Yeah, be level with the door where we walked in.
So we have to fill all of this up with a bunch of stuff, and then it'll be back to here as it was.
We might put some stones back, right? Because we have too many.
Now we're going to keep all of the stones, and we'll build like a wall or something cool with them. Maybe like a little mini play castle.
Yes.